So before this video gets started, if you are an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or a gig worker and you want paid time off, if you want paid time off, sick leave, you want protection if you get into accidents, if you want income protection, if you want protection if you ever get deactivated, hospitalized, if you ever do get deactivated and you want your account back as well, there's a brand new company that just launched and they got $1.6 million in funding. They're doing same day cash transfers to drivers, to gig workers for, you know, paid time off, all that stuff. If you want that, the company's called Cover. And if you use my link down below, you get 30 days for free. It does start at $7 a month. But again, if you use my link, you get 30 days for free. No commitments, no annual contracts. You can cancel and pause at any time. At least check it out. At least click my link down below and accept that gift of 30 days for free. And now let's get on to the video. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name's Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. So this is a breaking news video. If you're an Uber driver, you are being directly affected by everything that's going on, not only in California, but in every single state in the United States. Pretty much every single state has come forth and said that whatever happens in California is going to be adopted in other states as well. So you guys might know what's going on in California right now. I'm doing this because I'm thinking of the US map in my head. But essentially what's about to happen is in about 1 month, we will decide in California whether or not Uber and Lyft drivers will become employees or stay independent contractors with some benefits. It's called Prop 22, Uber's third way of worker. Whether or not, whatever happens, I think, and I've also heard from other states too, that they're going to adopt this model. Every single driver, Uber and Lyft driver in the United States will either become an employee or stay an independent contractor with these new types of benefits. So the whole gig working is changing drastically, in my opinion. There's just so many Uber and Lyft drivers, people who do this gig work, who work 80 hours a week, have no benefits, no health care. It's crazy. The government is stepping in. So it's, you know, it's I don't know, it's gonna be changing a lot. But anyways, the Uber just announced scheduled shifts. This is getting crazy, guys. This feels like I'm on an episode of Black Mirror. I have to sign up for a scheduled shift now to do Uber. Please hit the thumbs up button, guys, if you like these update videos. If you drive for Uber or Lyft, or you just like these update videos, tap the thumbs up button, turn it blue. It helps me out so much as a creator. It makes YouTube push this out to a wider audience and just helps support us on this channel so we can continue making videos like this. If we don't get thumbs up, I'm gonna have to quit YouTube. So subscribe as well so you get notified when we do post these videos. Without further ado, check out the links down below to sign up for Uber and for Lyft if you're a new driver, if you haven't signed up yet. And then also if you want paid time off and sick leave, you can get signed up with that in about 5 minutes. Hey, anyways, here we go. So this is directly in the Uber driver app. So if you're in California in the Uber driver app, this is what you need to go, Prop 22 in U. So I got a message this morning saying, talking about Prop 22. So join the coalition to enact Prop 22. So if I want to learn more, check it out here. What if Prop 22 doesn't pass? So essentially, just so you guys are all caught up, Prop 22 would, if it doesn't pass, basically Prop 22 is to overturn a law that already did pass, which was AB 5, which makes Uber and Lyft drivers employees. But Uber and Lyft said, no, we're gonna make Prop 22 instead, which allows the public to overturn this law that already exists. So right now, Uber's going against the law. They're operating, you know, that's why they're getting sued left and right. But if Prop 22 doesn't pass, Uber, you know, it will still remain law, and Uber and Lyft will have to make drivers employees. This is basically their last shot. They've been fighting this for over a year now. As you can see right here, it says in this that it's paid for by Uber Technologies. So yeah, so basically, yes on 22 would issue a new type of work, new type of worker for Uber drivers. It would remain independent contractors, 1099, with some added benefits. Uber you guys know they introduced Uber's guarantee model, which I'll just show really quickly before I get into the whole scheduled shifts, because I think this is super important. Uber released these earnings guarantee for drivers, which, sorry, I sent that to like 25 people because I thought it was absolutely crazy. So Uber, this is what Uber's introducing, guys. 120% of minimum wage over 2 weeks, plus 30 cents per mile for gas reimbursement. No upper limit, tips are on top. They introduced this, drivers were like, oh wow, this is awesome. And then Uber was like, hold up, this guaranteed is on route to pickups and on trip only. So if you go out and drive for 8 hours in one day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you only are on route to pick up and on trips for 5 of those hours, guess what? You're only getting paid that guarantee for 5 of those hours. Those, 2-3 hours that you spent, in between rides, waiting for rides, driving to hot spots, going to use the bathroom, stopping to get food really quick, stop and stretch your legs, your break time, whatever. None of that counts. You're only getting the money. You're only getting this guaranteed during the time that you are on route to pick up and on trip. Not only that, they also introduced this healthcare system. This is what the government wants. This is Uber's compromise. Gosh, I have so many. This is Uber's compromise, guys. They said, okay, we'll introduce this. Like, they're so shady. I can't believe that they're actually doing this. I can't believe that they're actually telling the government, oh yeah, this is our compromise, but by the way, drivers don't get paid. And what did Seattle and Washington just do? They introduced mandatory minimum wage for drivers, and they do get paid during wait times, because everybody understands if you're going out to drive for Uber, if you say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna sign on to the app 7 a.m. to 12 p.m., you should get paid for 5 hours of work. Uber said, well, no, because we're only gonna pay you while you're on rides. So if you're waiting for 3 hours, guys, I've sat in a parking lot and waited an hour for a ride before. I'm not even joking. You just get $0 an hour there. But Uber also introduced healthcare, and again, $150 a month if you drive at least for healthcare, medical costs, a stipend, I guess, if you drive 15 hours a week. But again, this average consists of on route and on trip times. They're really being like misleading about this. So that's essentially the main parts of Uber Prop 22. If it does pass, that's what it will look like. You're getting paid for on route to pick up and on trip. So it doesn't really change a whole lot in my opinion. The only difference is you're getting this healthcare benefit cost. Because honestly, if you're already on route to pick up and on trips, you're pretty much already making that guaranteed amount that they introduced. So it doesn't really benefit anybody. It just sounds appealing. But on paper, it's not at all. I mean, in my opinion, it might raise, your guaranteed $1 or $2. I don't know. Anyways, but if it does not pass, you would get an employee ID. Driving jobs will be limited. We estimate only 3 out of 10 drivers. So they already said they're gonna fire 70% of drivers and not rehire. Well, they're gonna basically fire everybody and make everybody reapply. They're only going to accept 20 to 30% of drivers. You would actually get a set shift. This is what it will look like: 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Bro, could you imagine on Monday you work 2 hours early in the morning and then 3 hours in the evening? How are you supposed to like even function? That's like part-time hours too. That's a 5 hour. Could you imagine on Monday you have to work 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. and then 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and you get paid for 5 hours of work, but your hours span across 13 hours. Are they, bro? And then Tuesday's full. Yeah, they really are gonna split up the shifts here. That's crazy. This does not look good at all. And then Thursday, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. and then again at 10 p.m. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. How do you work from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m.? That's 3 hours. And then 10 p.m. again? Do you travel back in time to go back to 10 p.m.? Or maybe they just got lazy. They were like, it's a typo, but whatever, we'll just leave it up. How does a multi-billion-dollar company have typos in their app? I don't get that. Flexibility would be limited to, as an employee, you would likely work a minimum number of hours, take only limited days off, be required to work on specific days, or else you get fired. You know how If you've ever worked a normal job, you're like, oh, can I take this day off? It's Christmas. They're like, sorry, bro, you're working. You don't show up, you're fired. That's what's gonna happen to Uber. Imagine you sign up to be an Uber driver for the flexibility, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, you gotta work on Christmas Day or else you're getting fired. You're like, okay, I guess I'll skip my one important holiday with my family. I don't know, maybe you like Thanksgiving instead. Shifts would be scheduled. Right now you can go online anytime you want, but with scheduled shifts, work would be limited to certain times of the day or a week. So if you don't want this, vote yes on 22. If you do want scheduled shifts, vote no on 22. Every trip would be accepted, and you also would have to accept every single trip. So if you want, if this looks like something you want, if you want to have to accept every trip and you want scheduled shifts, you know, again, it's gonna be like a minimum wage, 14 bucks an hour, whatever. Vote no on 22, so you do get these things. But I personally don't want this, so I don't want to set schedule like this. This looks horrible. I'm gonna vote yes on 22. So anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. That's a big update. Please, again, hit the thumbs up button so more people are aware of these facts. I feel like a lot of people don't know these facts and they're just super emotional. They see somebody on YouTube or on the internet saying, vote yes or no on this, blah, blah, blah. I just want to tell you, these are the facts, this is what it's gonna look like, and make up your own decision. If you want a scheduled shift, vote no on 22. I'm not telling you to, you know, adopt my agenda. If you don't want scheduled shifts, vote yes. If you do want scheduled shifts and you know, maybe you like that. Maybe you like having scheduled shifts. Maybe you like having a boss, and you know, if you don't show up, you get fired. Maybe you need that motivation to keep you getting paid. If you want that, vote no on 22. But again, if you still want that flexibility, vote yes. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Subscribe, check out all the links down below. If you're a new Uber driver or a new Lyft driver, you want to get a little sign up bonus or guarantee, use the link down below. Or if you want paid time off and sick leave, you can sign up for Cover in about 5 minutes and get your first 30 days for free using the link in the description down below. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great and amazing day. Bye, guys.